You know, sometimes we keep the same habits and our body gets used to it. We need to totally change it up. Intermediate fast, watch what we eat, change the diet. Our cortisol levels could be really high, not eating enough fiber, so many things. We could have issues with our thyroid, so many different things. Anyway, if you're here for the first time, make sure you hit subscribe, the notification bell. You never miss me walking. Come walk with me live each and every day. My name's Steve Klein. This is my wellness quest. I had some health issues where I almost died taking Advil. I actually vomited blood. It went through me in 2 different ways. Ended up hospitalized. They didn't know if I had cancer or stomach ulcer. Thank God I didn't have any of that. But they scared me as I got a hiatal hernia from that. And they said, if you don't get on Nexium, you will have that. So I listened to them. 10 years on Nexium, side effects like bone loss and all kinds of things. Good news is I started doing my research, got off of it, started following and working with some naturopaths that got me on high impact ginger, turmeric, and muscadine, like nothing I've ever used before. And high impact meaning the whole root, cooked at a low heat, very different. Lab tested not once, but twice independently. And got my inflammation down, still working on that. Blood flow, absorption, and immune support, and just so many different things, digestive support. So if you're working on your wellness and you're having a difficulty right now losing weight, that's my topic today, come join me. And this is for you. I'm speaking to you. So I have many friends that I talk to on a regular basis because they're involved in their wellness journey with me. And one of my friends, Ara, is going through some stuff right now. I lost my mom and stuff, and he's going through a lot of stress. He had to put his aunt in assisted living. She almost burnt the house down, literally. It was on fire. Long story. So his cortisol levels are through the roof. He's gained weight. As mine were the last few years. When I lost my mother, I was very stressed. She was my best friend. Then I was chatting with another team member, Melissa, big shout out to Melissa, and she's been trying different things and she doesn't know what's going on. She tried to work with a naturopath. They gave her some information, right, as some of them do, and other ones are trying to sell you different things and saying things, But the good news is when you learn enough about your body and you know your body and you're really in tune to your body, then you start understanding things and connecting the dots and figuring it out. Because as I said the other day, most doctors that you go to see, they don't know anything about nutrition, okay? If they're a DO, they're more well-rounded, but a naturopath does know about nutrition a lot of times, but even they are guessing. They're asking you questions. So how I got trained by my mentor who saved my life, okay, and he created a natural health survey that goes through hard tissue, soft tissue, sugar, and digestion, a way to track and speak to you. And it was made by 500 naturopaths. It's amazing. But even with that, since COVID and since medications, bad vaccinations, all kinds of things, again, I'm not telling people not to do those things. I'm just explaining to you their side effects, okay? Everything's through the roof in terms of what you need to do to give your body the right support and nutrition. But it all stems from inflammation and proper digestion. That's it, period. Okay, now our food's screwed up. We all know that. I talk about it all the time. From the Industrial Revolution, feeding the cows grains, to the GMOs, right? And we're all suffering from that. So it's a constant battle, okay? I had talked on here several times about changing your diet. And I did share that with Melissa and other people on the team last week on my wellness call. We're having another wellness call tomorrow night, by the way. Anyone here is welcome to come. If you send me an email, it's complimentary. The more the merrier. And we discuss these things and see how we can help each other and be supportive, because it's really, really great. Hello there. Hello. Where are you from? Kurt. Hey, Kurt. I think, have you been on here before? You might have. And there's been another Kurt in the past. Welcome. And remember, my station is for adults only, 18 and above. And if you are liking what you're seeing here and hearing, please hit subscribe and the notification bell. We did hit 228 the other night, and then we went down to 227. But we want the right people here following it that are working on their wellness. So that's my avatar, and that's for you that I'm speaking to you. So come join me. So with that said, tomorrow night, we'll have a wellness call. You can have a link to the Zoom. You send me an email with your first and last name, where you're from. I will put a link in this when I'm done later on tonight. I'll put this on public. I always have a link with my contact information. on there, my email. You can look at past videos and see that in there as well. But people are really struggling with their weight right now. And some of them are just not losing it like they used to. Things are different, not just with the food, with so many things. Almost like ever since COVID happened, actually. You know, I don't want to sound like conspiracy or anything like that, but that vaccination, there's side effects to it. People are shedding from it. There's other things, and there's facts that they actually showed up. And whatever you think, fine, I don't really care. But at the end of the day, I can tell you that any kind of medicine or anything that you do like that has a side effect. And just like our food is not right. We're supposed to eat grass-fed. When they started feeding the cows grains, that was messed up, okay? And the GMOs, it's messed us up. When I was younger, I never heard of anybody who had a gluten allergy or there was a gluten menu. It didn't exist, right? And now everybody's like sicker and sicker. And don't believe me, go to pubmed.gov, right, and put in any disease from 1990 to 2026. Just pop it in, and you'll see the percentages are through the roof. That is something that people need to question. Sorry, somebody was calling me. I tell people not to call me when I go walking and they still call me. Sorry about that. Okay. I love my friends. I keep telling them. And one of my friends that probably wanted to walk. And I told them I'm walking, and they call me twice, but that's what they do. I'm like, just text me. I can't stop my call. I don't know how to do that when I get calls in here, so it cuts me off. Okay, what did you guys say? Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. I gotta stop and see. Nutrient that, then what's the use of nutrition unnecessary about we manipulate nutrition? They do manipulate some of that too. That is true. And you want to get as organic as possible. But here's the thing. Your gut, your digestion, and thank you for the comment, okay, is like you're driving your car over a bunch of nails. If you don't pull the nails out, you're going to get a flat tire. You got to pull the nails out, patch the hole up, and fill it back up with air. Okay, that's your digestion. And that has happened because of the bad foods I just mentioned, the non-GMOs, the cow's meat that you've eaten in the past that was not grass-fed, okay, and other things, medicines, those different things, even the environment. It's all affected you. So it makes sense to me, right? And it's common sense once you start putting the dots together and connecting it. And that's the problem. That's why you see so many companies selling these lab-made things. You're right about gut support. I don't want a lab-made thing. I want the most natural. So I take this high-impact ginger, turmeric, and muscadine that is like nothing I've ever seen before. It's been lab tested twice independently. It's the whole root. It's cooked at a low heat. God, everybody's calling me. The dirt is totally organic. Everything's checked. So therefore, you're getting the right stuff. But there are things in nutrition that are messed up as well. So you're absolutely correct. And that's why it's time to be aware and to wake up and to educate yourself, okay, and start digging in deeper so you can start understanding. And the reason why a lot of people are having a hard time losing weight is that they're not absorbing their nutrition. If you're not absorbing your nutrition, what good is it? When you take the right ginger, turmeric, and muscadine, you can start absorbing, then things start working better, okay? So it's a process. It's some work. Everybody's different, right? And I'm not a doctor, not making claims. I was telling you what I've experienced and what people have experienced that work with me and work with these other people. But you do your own due diligence and you do the research and start going to pubmed.gov and start asking questions, right? And you start figuring it out. When you go to your doctor, he asks you what's wrong with you. He doesn't even know, okay? They try to figure it out. I went to my naturopath. I knew I had a fatty liver after my mom passed. The cortisol levels and stuff are going on and off of keto. I didn't tell him. He knew that immediately. I wanted to see if he came up with it, and he did. So it's good to get other opinions. It's good to do your due diligence, and it's good to be smart about everything you take in your body, whether it's natural or not, right? You are what you eat from your head to your feet, right? So keep that in mind. Okay, what did you write here? Let's see. I can't see. Multiply with the brain, entire body. Well, with the brain, so you're right about that too. The brain is so important. So I like essential fatty acids, okay? Eggs are a great source of essential fatty acids, helps the brain. Eating them soft boiled is great, okay? You also get choline, which helps you with a fatty liver with that, at least 4 of those a day. The other thing is certain fishes, you got to watch, obviously, salmon, but you have to watch that too because some of it's bad, but you want to get as natural as possible. And then there's other supplementals you can take with essential fatty acids. I take a thing called Galaxy. It's a juice with no sugar in it. Has a lot of that. I have another thing I take for extra with its greens called Nutra HG. And because I'm taking good ginger, turmeric, and muscadine, it's absorbing it, okay? And on top of that, I use the muscadine seed oil that breaks through the brain barrier to get exactly what you're saying, to activate the brain properly, okay? So your brain health is so important, and again, that inflammation down there too. So yes, I'm versed on this stuff because I deal with it all the time with people, and I educate myself about it. And Wake Forest University did a study, a $20 million study on the muscadine, seed oil muscadine capsules. Go look it up. It talks about how it helps the brain. It talks about how it helps the heart. It talks about how it helps a lot of things. And it gives you blood flow. Even men with ED have results with that. So that tells you right there. When you have blood flow, anything can start repairing if it's absorbing, and it absorbs with the right ginger turmeric, high impact. It'll start absorbing, and then it starts repairing. When you give the body the right nutrition, then it actually starts working. It's like you start connecting the dots, and then you understand how it all works. I was on this girl's way, but she was just running. Jeez, she got real close to me. So I'm on the track here in my town. So these are all different reasons of if you're struggling with weight loss, right, and or you're on keto or you did dirty keto or paleo, right? And then you realize you need a little more fiber in your diet. There's some good fiber in the muscadine capsules. Excellent. I'm starting to take 9 a day, 3 at each meal. Or if I do 2 meals a day, I'm trying to take 4, whatever I can do as much as I can because I want to get enough fiber in me as possible as well. So we want to move things around. And I also talked about doing the cabbage soup diet for a little bit, which can give you some more fiber, and then shake your system up, lose some more weight. The egg diet, choline, at least 4 soft-boiled eggs a day, and intermittent fasting. So all those different things. And again, you got to do your due diligence. Obviously, talk to your healthcare provider, whoever you feel comfortable with, but don't believe them too. Get another opinion, okay? Always get 2. And you connect the dots and start working on your health journey and start educating yourself and do the research and start going to pubmed.gov and check it out so you know more. As they say, the more you walk, the more you see, literally, right? So walking, obviously, as I'm doing, I go live every day on this, and I love that you guys are here. It's not an accident you're here, okay, that you're walking with me. I'll be in Vegas on Thursday. I'll be walking in Vegas, so you'll come walk with me there too, as I was there a couple months ago. So wherever you're at, if you can start doing that, that'll help your inflammation a little bit. That'll help you with some things as well. That'll help with weight loss, right, over time, being consistent and persistent with it. So there's things you can do right now that don't cost you anything, right? But you're investing your time and yourself because your health is everything you have, right? Okay, I'm trying to see what you wrote. I cannot see too well. Let's see. Frankly, all of the humanity is sick. That's true. Well, some people have the fear of it, but we all have autoimmune issues because our food's so screwed up, especially United States. Around the world it is too. So there's many factors in that too. But I am a very positive person, so let me tell you something. If you think that, you're right. Whatever you think, you're correct. If you think you're going to be great, you're great. And I don't just call that wishful thinking. It's a fact. What you put out into the universe is what you get. Okay? So I try to stay away from negative thinking or negative people because some people, you can look at their face and it looks real negative. I talked about this a couple days ago, and I don't want to be around that. It's like almost like they're creating their diseases, right? They're creating their reality. So it all starts with the mind as you talk brain. It starts with the mind. The mind is very powerful, and you can program the mind to do anything you want to do, okay? But there is a fact that we need nutrition. There is a fact that we need to be aware of things that go in our body, okay? So that's another avenue, okay? But whether it's mental health or it's being positive or whatever it is, I can tell you this: if you're positive and you try to self-talk yourself the correct way, if you're not used to that, it will make a difference in your health. That's a fact on that. And, nobody wants to be around people who are negative. Nobody wants to be around people that don't have a good outlook. And nobody wants to be around people that are always me, right? There's always a way to, with any situation, and if you're working on your health, your weight loss, whatever, to do something. Like walking doesn't cost you anything, right? Watching me right now doesn't cost you anything. But I appreciate you being here, and you're watching me for a reason. You're supposed to. And I'm supposed to be talking to you, and vice versa. I do believe that. There's no accidents, okay? So let's make that a fact. So anyway, it's all about that. And I love the chats because this makes it always interesting and always gives me more to talk about and more to share, right? So, and then there's always things that I don't know everything, but I always can learn, or I can dig in, as you can too. Okay, absolutely. Oh, perfect. I agree. Love to get to know you. If you're on that page, make sure you stay in touch. Where's everybody from on here? I'm in Boston. It is 8:30 p.m. It's getting a little dark now, but I go walking every day. I never know what time it's going to be. It's going to get hotter this week here in Boston. I know a couple days it'll be like 95, 96. So I may walk earlier or later. I don't know yet, because like I said, I fly out Thursday. So Thursday night, most likely I'll be doing my live in Vegas. Or I'll do it before I leave here. I don't know yet. We'll see. I might just get it done here. And my point is, let's be accountable to ourselves. Let's be accountable to your wellness. Let's be accountable to figuring out why you're not losing weight and make that happen. Let's be accountable to digging a little bit more and asking questions. And if you make the decision to come walk with me, let's be accountable to each other. And if you think about starting a station about walking and talking about different subjects like I want to support you too. So let's do it. And with that said, if you'd like to join the Wellness Quest Zoom tomorrow night, we have a 9-week challenge. It ends next week. It ends on the 20th of July. And we will start another one. We have like 3 a year, but I'm always talking about this anyway on the station, just by you subscribing and hitting the notification bell. You always know where I go live. But if you'd like to join it, you can send me an email, complimentary. If you'd like to have a complimentary health survey that goes through hard tissue, soft tissue, your sugar levels and digestion, that asks you questions of what's going on the inside of the body, it's happening on the outside of the body. It's life-changing, guys. I'd be happy to do that, because somebody did that for me, saved my life. And the person that saved my life passed away when my mom passed away, right around the time. I owe it to everybody else. I owe it to him to keep passing along. It's a long story. But anyway, thanks you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Come join me. Let's walk me around the world, and let's figure out why you're not losing weight, and let's make it happen. Okay? What does that say? Oh, very true. Very true. We all learn a lot from humanity. Very true. Nice to meet you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Over and out, everybody.